Okay, just a quick little video today. I just want to show you how to make the little sort of carrot tops here on my March Hare pattern. So it's really simple. It's just basically a V-stitch, but we're working at just like any other overlay mosaic where we're using the front loop at 2 rows below. So what we're going to be doing, so I'm now actually ready to start the V-stitch, and that is going to be made over, let me grab my needle, basically over 3 stitches, but effectively it's all been made into this middle stitch. Okay, there. So we're going to be working front loop treble in there, then a back loop double crochet in there, then another front loop treble there, and then we'll start again with our back loop double crochets between there. So nice and straightforward. So just show you. So here we go. We've got, say, so we're in that middle stitch of the carrot treble. Make sure you just miss the one behind. So we're going directly into this stitch, which would normally be sort of behind that treble we've just worked for our back loop double crochet, and then it's another front loop treble in the same stitch. So simple as that. So then we've got to make sure we miss this stitch again, which would be behind that one, and we've got, there's just 3 back loop double crochets between the carrots. So then just take you through that V-stitch once more. So miss this stitch, front loop treble 2 rows down into there, then back loop double crochet in the same stitch, and then front loop treble. Okay, so you'll do that all the way along, and I'm now going to show you how we just fill in here, just take you through that as well. Okay, so to finish off the top of the little carrot tops, we obviously need to now cover up these green stitches in between and the one there to make it look more like the little tufts there. Okay, so it's just a case of double crochet in that first part of the V-stitch, and then we've got a front loop treble, and it's there, but it's just kind of difficult to find. You still need to go into the 2 rows down, so you're just going to have a little dig around to just find that loop just under there. So there we go. Then another back loop. Oh, hands all over the place today. Another back loop double crochet, and then we've got 3 front loop trebles between the carrots. 2, 3, and then we'll just do another little top here. So we've got back loop double crochet, then we've got to do our front loop treble, just say in there, and then back loop double crochet, and then don't forget rather your trebles in between. Okay, so simple as that. And then I will come back in a minute and just show you how to do the bunny tails as well, because they're slightly different, but it's all nice and straightforward. Okay, so just wanted to also just quickly take you through how we make the little sort of puffball tail for the bunny rabbits. So what I did on row 7 is I actually didn't do all of the trebles here, or indeed a back loop double crochet. You can see I've actually created a little space. So what we've got is we've got 2 chains there, and I missed 1 stitch. 1 front loop there is unworked, so we've left this little gap. So what am I going to do, just as standard overlay until we get there, we're just going to do our little back loop double crochets along 3. So there's 7 of them before you get to the space for the tail. And what we're going to do here, we need to leave these chains completely unworked, but we're now going to work 4 trebles together in that missed stitch there. So we're going down the 2 rows, but we're going to work in front of this chain, so, and through both loops as well. If we worked through 1 loop, putting 4 stitches in that would just really stretch it out, so that's just why I've left the gap for that. And also by leaving the gap with the chains there, that's going to make sure that our little puff stitch comes forward. Right, so it's a case of, so you sort of half do your treble, so you just pull that through the 2 loops once, so yarn over, in hook, pull up loop, pull through 2. It's going to do that 4 times in total. 3, 4. So you've now got your 5 loops on the hook, and then pull through all of those. So that's our little tail made, and now we just cut straight on here. There we go. So back loop, double crochet again. So that is how you make the little tail. Okay, so just another little quick thing, just on row 9, so where we've now working on the main body of the bunny again, just make sure that you don't miss these stitches on either side of the tail. So got to make sure we work into that one there. So that's our 7 stitches before the tail, then into that top of the tail, and then make sure again you're starting in that first stitch there after the 2 chain space. So when you've got your 7 stitches either side of the tail and the one on top, that will give you then the 15. Okay, because we're just going to go up to the edge there. Hello, just come back again to show you a slightly different way of doing the little bunny tails. I don't know if you can see here. This one's, if you want something a little bit more sort of full and probably more bunny tail like, rather than doing the treble 4 together like I showed you in the my last little clip, you can actually replace that with a popcorn. So that really sort of makes it stands out. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So everything else is exactly the same, apart from the fact you probably notice I've kind of switched around the main colour and the contrast in my for the pattern 2, because I wanted to basically, one of my testers had the lovely idea of putting the carrots in dirt. So I've changed the colours here. So I've actually got, my main colour is this mocha, but I actually thought it'd be really nice to have sort of chocolate bunnies as well. So if the main colour would have then worked out to be the colour of the background with the contrast as the bunnies, but I obviously still want the main colour to be the bunnies. So I've just switched that round for pattern 2. So where the chart says to use MC, I've used CC1 and vice versa. So anyway, I'm now up to, so I've already done one little popcorn tail there, and I'll just show you how to do that. So as I did before, I've left we've got the 2 chains and we've got a missed stitch there on the previous row. So what we're going to now do is work our popcorn right into the top 2 loops of that. So it's very similar to the treble 4 together, except that you make 4 complete trebles before you join them together, rather than leaving the last loop of each on the hook. So what we're going to do, making sure again we work in front of these chains, just going to work 4 trebles into there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to make a popcorn, what we have to do is take that hook out of that loop, so don't leave it too small, leave it there so you can pick it up again, and then we're going to insert our hook into the first of those 4 trebles we just made, and then put it back into that loop, and then you just pull that loop through there. So there we have created our little popcorn. All right, and then we can just carry on as usual along like so. So there we are. So simple as that. So what I'll do, I will just come back and just show you, because we need to make sure that we don't sort of miss any stitches on the next row. So if you see, we've got our back loop double crochet into this treble before the popcorn. This is the one that goes into there. So when we come round we're going to have to make sure we work into this, which doesn't look quite like a stitch, not exactly like a stitch. We just got to make sure we work into that bit, but I'll take you through that in a moment. Okay, so I've now come up to that first popcorn on my row, so you can see I've now worked my front loop trebles all the way along, right up until I got next to that popcorn. And what we need to make sure we do now is work all. You won't really be able to do a back loop double crochet very easily, but that's okay. We can just actually do a double crochet just into there. So that's where we pulled that popcorn through, so that's fine. Just do an ordinary double crochet into there. Okay, so that is now the one stitch into the popcorn, and we can now just carry on along with our front loop trebles like so. And there we are.